Hello. How's it going? It is Taco Tuesday. So, of course, I had spaghetti and meatballs. Right? Today's stream is titled Spoon for so many reasons. Number one, spoon theory. My mom ran out of spoons really in the early evening. I want to say around 6. And also, people be using these spoons, stir things up, and it's exhausting. I'm not going to get into it, but I get messages about it, and people be asking questions, and I just don't care about the things that people are trying to stir up. I just don't. I don't. And that goes for people on any side of this. If it's a YouTube thing, if it's a protester thing, if it just doesn't matter to me. That's not what I'm about. So, yeah, I have often said that those who stir the shit should have to lick the spoon. And, well, people be stirring it up. But also, yeah, it's a spoon theory thing. And we are going to do tonight's Ipsy. This month's Ipsy turned out to be a larger bag, and you can't really see it in this light, but it's actually pink. It's pink and yellow, not white. Maybe if I come back here, you can... Wow, that light really takes the color out of it. But it's pink. Pink and yellow. Pink with yellow design. And we're going to go through this month's Ipsy bag as well, which is going to bore the piss out of some people. And, well, I'm okay with that. Let's see. Let's say some hi to some people. We got Sandy Wandy in here first. Hey, Sandy Wandy. Good to see you. Howdy. Ria for Life, Kim D, who spent an inordinate amount of time trapped in a car with me this last weekend, and I appreciate her tremendously. It's a beauty day. Well, beautiful day for sure. The Ipsy isn't going to take up too much time because it's just the usually monthly glam bag. Next month is the icon box, and that takes a little bit longer, but yeah, we should be able to speed through that. Although I did put on bright red lips to match the bright red print on my shirt. We got Purple Groovy. It's been a while, babe. How you doing? Good to see ya. Ooh, Bilf is currently spooning his Alex Barnes Ross body pillow right now. Good for you. Good for you. I hope that it's comforting. Should maybe have like little heat packs installed. Is it unhealthy that I encourage you like that? I don't think so. Raid from Dawn Gloves, but I'm staying. Well, hello, Dawn Gloves. Hello, Heather Mack. Peace and love to you, my dear. I'm so glad that you're staying. I need a spoonful of sugar in my muddy coffee percolator. Is that a euphemism, Bilf? Kim D is enjoying her coffee and loving her life. Yes. She made me a busy bag for the car, just in case I apparently got bored or something. She made me a busy bag, and there were colored markers, and there was all kinds of stuff going on in there. And I totally didn't need it. Yeah. I've been messing with my banks. all the live long day. That's just what I do, y'all. I found out who made the gifty bags from from the luau, because Natalie texted me. Hello, Natalie. I doubt you're watching. You've just gotten off of a plane. Natalie texted me earlier and said that she couldn't sleep, and so she tuned into the live last night, and she didn't know anything about the gift bags, the little bags of aloha that were there. She didn't know about them. She's like, I didn't do that. Do you know who did that? I want to thank them. So when Feral Cheryl was doing her debrief about the trip, I put the call out and said, hey, do we know? Because it wasn't Nat. Who did that? And she said, Cheryl wasn't sure, but she thought it might have been Juanita. And other people in the chat confirmed that, yes, it was Juanita. So I was able to send Nat a text and let her know, by the way, I found out who did the goodie bags. And that was Juanita. And she's like, well, if you get a chance, thank Juanita for me. And I said, you know, I'm thinking, Juanita, I don't think she comes into my chat. But I don't know. I don't know. But either way, Natalie has just landed in Hawaii. She sent me a photo from the plane of the sun going down, and it was beautiful. Let me pull it up for you. That's the photo that she sent me. What? So yes, it's stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so she just landed a little while ago, and she's looking forward to getting some healing done. And I think she will. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Damn, you made me remember Dick Van Dyke's accent. Ah! How bad was it? How wildly inaccurate was it? Inquiring minds want to know. Shut up, Matt. 'Tis Sandy Wandy's birthday. No way. That's awesome. Sandy Wandy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sandy Wandy. 생일 축하합니다. Happy birthday. And many more. Happy birthday to Sandy Wandy. Yay! Hello, Mary. Good to see you. Farobier. The Ugly George Hour of Truth, Sex, and Violence. I'm not really sure what that is. I can give you truth. We talk about sex pretty frequently. We're not usually about violence. I don't know. Bob Duggan has an old YouTube channel with like 600 subs that I found today. Soon I too will be a billionaire. Well, rock on. When you get there, send me a super chat. We'll be excited to say we knew you when. Hawaiian, aloha. Russian, mir. French, pais. Latin, Pax, German, Ra, Algonquin, How. Fantastic. País is country, though. I'm confused. Anyway, hello, Carry On. That would be Miss Janet G. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Dorn Gloves, room raid from my own damn live. Thank you very much. I know that Heather Mack showed up from your own damn live, and I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Oh, Susie Oberholtz. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. I understand that you're about to fall asleep, and I hope that you sleep sweet. I'm glad you popped in. Thank you. Sandy Wendy getting the first Xeno Marlene of the night. I'm going to sing it. Xeno Marlene, everybody partake. To Sandy Wendy. Happy birthday, darling. Psych on the Rocks. Hi, honey. Here for a little bit. I've been going to sleep earlier lately. Hi, Cricket. I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yes, please take a look at the thumb buttons and hit the one you prefer as you come in. Yes, please hit the like or the dislike. Not trying to tell you what to think. Just hoping to promote a little bit of engagement with the page. YouTube likes that an awful lot. Go ahead and hit those buttons. Check your subscription status, please, 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 if you would be so kind. YouTube be doing that YouTube thing. It be YouTubing. And it likes to unsubscribe people. I'm down like 3 since earlier in the couple days ago. So back down to 1161. And so hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. It's fast, it's free, and it is painless, which I love. That's my favorite part. Let's see, tickle my notification bell, please, if you would be so kind. Select all for all notifications so you know whenever my random ass goes online, which generally tends to happen only once a day. But I mean, hey, I'm full of surprises. You never know when I'm going to pop in. Heather Mack. Ooh, Dawn Gloves have some questions. Kimberly Gabble Dawn. Hello, good evening. Jazzy Girl Sarah is here. Hey, lady. Hope that knee is healing up. And you're probably going to be getting ready to get the other one done, if I'm not mistaken. So I hope that goes smoothly as well. Yes, Cricky Babes, French, Pays, country. Also, Russian Mir is world. German Ru gives the English rural of the countryside rather than the city. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Matt White. I appreciate you with your translation services. Sorry, had to spit that ice cube back in. Not about swallowing ice cubes, especially when they're sharp. I'm excited to see the Ipsy reveal. We can do that. Hey, Kenneth. Ooh, this is exciting. Hi, I got a new bed. So excited. Yes. I remember the one time I got a new bed. It was just amazing. Just amazing. Brand new bed, really, really lovely mattress that I had chosen by going to the mattress store and rolling around on all the mattresses. And yeah, it was great. Oh, really? She said she's going to text it to me. So a lovely pic of you and Feral Cheryl on her page. You both look so happy. We really were. I was fangirling my entire ass off. I could not believe it because, and I saw the hair and I was so excited and I'm standing behind her and she turned around. And when she turned around, the look on her face when she recognized me, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? She recognized me. Mind blown, like completely. I'm going to carry that with me forever, the look on her face when that happened. It made me so stinking happy. And the hug, that woman can hug. She gives a really good hug. A really good. You are being hugged. And with that hug, you are being held closely to her. And it was just fantastic meeting her. Absolutely fantastic. I really just, I'm going to be a bit glowy. It was mutual fangirling, which blows my entire mind. Yes, Jazzy Girl Sarah. 100%. It was bonkers. But yeah, I'm going to be glowing about that for quite some time. And I mentioned when I was in her live earlier tonight that I was talking about the goodie bags and what all was in them and everything. And Cheryl's like, I didn't get a goodie bag. What are you talking about? And so I told her about them and she's like, oh, those sound lovely. I'm like, some of them have crocheted Thetans in them. I didn't get one, but Kim did and Barb did. And she's like, oh, no, this can't stand. And so I have to email her apparently because she's gobsmacked. She had extra Thetans that she brought home. And she's like, no. I need your address. So, yeah, no, she was absolutely lovely. And it was just, the whole experience was really crazy. But yeah, she did say, I asked her to please text me that photo. Because we really were happy. I mean, I can speak to myself for sure. I was so happy to be standing there next to her and to have been recognized in that way was mind-blowing for me. Like it still just kind of jacks me up that I'm a creator, I if you had told me 8 months ago that this is what I'd be doing every night, I would have laughed in your face. And yet here I am. And that people know who I am, that they recognize my screen name. They're like, oh, right, I've heard of you. That was how, I when I was introducing myself to Jenna, I said, hi, my name is Cricket. My YouTube is Chow Yun Smut. And she went, yes, okay, I know who you are. Mm-hmm. And I don't expect that any of them have watched any of my nonsense because why would I expect that? I'm on in the middle of the night. These people are day walkers for the most part, right? Had Tori been there, that would have been a different story because we know that that woman is up at all kinds of crazy hours of the night and we love her for it. But yeah, that was, and Aaron knew who I was and gave me a hug and yeah, I'm going to be glowing about it for a while. The whole thing was just mind-blowing and such a good time, and constructive conversations were held. It was good. It was good. Like all around good. For it is written, keep a good bed and good shoes. If you're not in one, you're in the other. Well, ain't that the friggin' truth? Speaking of fangirling, ooh, Lara FM started following you. Dawn Gloves, Nice. That's amazing. Congratulations. Let's see. We got our electric adjustable bed about 7 years ago. Best money ever spent. I bet it was. I've heard good things about them. From C.O. Bilfin, say nothing else and walk away. I'm not really sure what that's in reference to. The third Tempur-Pedic in about 30 years. Okay, so the Tempur-Pedic lifespan is about 10 years. I used to sell them. When I worked at Brookstone, I used to sell Tempur-Pedic beds. Sold one to Carrie Busey for his kid. Thanks for asking, Cricket. My right knee surgery isn't scheduled yet. I'm walking without crutches. Yes! But use my trekking poles on longer walks. Stiffness sucks, but better than bone-on-bone pain. Oh, yes, for sure. Well, good. I'm glad that you're healing, and I'm glad that it's going well. You know, I mean, when you deal with stuff like this, it takes so long to heal, and people don't. It's difficult to really make those estimates unless you've gone through it yourself. Like my hysterectomy, and there's another person on YouTube who's dealing with her hysterectomy now. God, I'm unstoppable with these bangs. And she was talking about how it's difficult because the fatigue gets to you after a hyst. And even though her doctors told her, you know, it's going to be X number of months before you're really back to normal, and it's really the fatigue that's going to get you, she wasn't really sure about that. And she is finding out just the same way that I found out, and the same way that everybody who has this procedure finds out. That you get up and you try to start doing things, and all of a sudden your ass is kicked and you don't even know why. Thank you very much, Dawn Gloves. This is the Sephora number 95, Electric Ruby. That's this one. I found that I have to take them off, take the wrapper off only from here down, because there is a sticker on the bottom, but I can never read them because the print is too small and there's air bubbles and all sorts of stuff. So if I want to know what color it is, I have to leave the sticker on, or the wrapper on the lid, so that I can actually read the damn thing. Hello, Perth Scientology Audit. Good to see you. Yep, it takes a full year for recovery from each knee replacement. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, Max Smith. Welcome back. Bought 2 during the sale last week, but I need to return them because they're too dark and pretty much the same color. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with getting all the different reds from there. Much purdy. Why, thank you, A Cannon. Yep, my hysterectomy really got me several months back in 2008. Took much longer than I realized it would. Yeah, it does. It does. It can be an absolute ass kicker. I'm telling you. And yet, if I had to make the choice again, 100%, and I would do it 10 years earlier if they would have let me. I would, shit. Like I said, I asked for a hysterectomy for Christmas or for my birthday when I was 16, and they told me no. Had I been able to get it then, no regrets. I would have been on all of the HRT for pretty much all of my life, but my ovaries were much younger then too. So I don't know. Either way. Here is where we are. And I can't change the past, but I know that it was absolutely worth it. Good night, peoples. Tired and going to sleep. Sleep sweet, Janet. I hope that you rest well. And thank you so much for sending that email earlier. That was hilarious. She sent me an email she's popping something into the mail for me. And when she got to the postie, there was music playing overhead. And sure enough, it was the Lido Shuffle. It was the Lido Shuffle. And so she heard "One More for the Road." She's like, oh my God. She was cracking up. She told the postal clerk about it. And the postal clerk is like, if she needs confirmation, I can totally verify. She can just call me. It was so funny. So, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I should have done mine 10 years earlier too. It changed my life for the better. I still have my ovaries. Yep. Yep. Per Scientology audit, the Lippy it's one of the Sephora. Reese is on about these all the time, and she got me addicted to them, and they're great. There's not like I can drink out of this glass. I put this on 5 minutes before I went live. I can drink out of my glass and there is no lipstick on it. So it doesn't transfer. If you eat greasy things, it'll come out a little bit, but it's the Sephora cream lip stains. And this one is number 95 Electric Ruby. I'm kind of collecting them. I'm a little bit obsessed. They're amazing. The no transfer and the staying power is what gets me. And I put my lip stains through the ringer. I test them out in all sorts of different conditions, and they're great. Nothing. So I love them. Do. Kim D is fantastic. She does have a great life. Dana at the post office says hi. Well, you know what? The next time you're at the postie, Janet, you tell Dana hi for me. Hi. My DES daughter and had to have hormones to start puberty at 16. They told me then that I would most likely have a hysterectomy before I was 40, and they were correct. Wow. Oh. It's just occurred that there's an SP connection to today's song. Very nice. I love it. Shut Up Matt has indeed sent me a song to go with the thing that we'll be doing in about 15 minutes. So we love that. My daughter wants a hysterectomy so badly. I'm on their side, just don't know how they'll go about getting one. How old is your daughter, Kenneth? How old is she? How old are they? You said I'm on their side, so I'm assuming that there's some gender non-binary things going on. 26. Okay. Best thing I would say would be to advocate for them, talk to their doctor and do what you can to make sure that they know that you're on their side. And if they need any kind of character reference or anything else, that you're happy to give it. Non-binary, yes. Okay. Yep, that's kind of what I figured, judging from the pronouns that you were using. I hear you. I literally asked my doctor for a hysterectomy for my 16th birthday. When I had dollies when I was a small girl and still playing with dollies at ages like 3 and 4, I never thought of them as my babies. I always thought of them as my friends. And that's how I talk to them. Speaking of non-binary, one of them was in a pretty little floral dress with long yellow yarn braids, and her name was Mr. Bacon, because that's what I was what I figured her name was. Nobody told me that was her name, but that was her name. Her name was Mr. Bacon. So go figure, right? I've always been a bit odd. I hope she gets it. I hope that she's able to get it. I hope she's able to. I'm sorry. I just fucked up. I hope they're able to get it. I hope that their wishes for their own body are granted. And I hope that fervently. My dolls were either victims or part of my congregation. Nice. Well done. Hello, Yadira. Good to see you, my lovely. My little dirty my lovely nasty. Youths today, they're not dolls, they're action figures. Well, no, see, youths when we were young, it was when boys wanted to play with dolls. They were called action figures, just to kind of butch it up a little bit. Meh. Zena Marlene to hysterectomies, y'all. And to A. Kenneth's daughter. May they receive that for which they are asking. It can be really difficult to ask for such things, especially when you're young, with the innate knowledge that you're just going to be discounted and people aren't going to listen to you and they're going to negate you and they're going to say, but what about your eventual spouse? What about, oh, you're just going to change your mind? We don't really believe you, is what it comes down to. Yeah. It's frustrating, but there you have it. All right, let's get this Ipsy thing handled. I'm sad that you can't tell that it's pale pink. It looks white. At least to me, it looks white. There we go. To hysterectomy or desired surgery or whatever health care it is that you're seeking, may you receive it. Let's get this glam bag show on the road, shall we? It's funny, this is the first time I've gotten an Ipsy that wasn't in the usual zipper bag. It does look pale pink. Okay, good. Good. I'm really glad to hear that because I wasn't. To me, when I hold it up on the screen, it looks white or like a gray and yellow. But it is pale pink. So what do we got? Let's take a look. 8 Saints. Up the anti-aging night cream. The box has been, as you can see, significantly damaged. They smashed it. 8 Saints, up the anti-aging cream, up the ante. Very pale pink and medium yellow. Anti-aging night cream, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, the usual. Let's see. What's the blurb? Need an anti-aging boost? This night cream has you covered. It's formulated with vitamin B3, peptides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid to help increase collagen production and lock in moisture. You'll wake up with skin that looks and feels more plump and vibrant. Plump. If you want a full size of this shit, it's $44. What's next? Tarte. Fake Awake. Eye highlight in nude. Trust us, this eyeliner went viral for a reason. The eyeliner went viral? Did it really? It's the ultimate trick to fake 8 hours of beauty sleep, even if you only got 4. The no-tug gel formula glides on smoothly to highlight with a brightening, soft nude shade. Even has a built-in smudger to soften your lines. There's a built-in smudger. Where? Okay, so I see that. ¿Dónde está smudger? I see no smudger. Where's the smudger? How do you smudge? How do I smudge without you? I want to know. There's no smudger. I don't see a built-in smudger. What the F? All right, so that's rude. They tell me I should put it on my waterline and it'll help me look more awake. Frank Body. I love Frank Body. I gotta say, I have used their coffee scrubs, and I like them. This is the Frank Body Glycolic Body Scrub. Sick of body breakouts, bumps, and dryness? This body scrub is the ultimate solution. Glycolic acid helps clear out your pores, while witch hazel and niacinamide help smooth and calm to reduce acne and redness. Okay. Wonder if it'll help with my chicken bite. I have this weird little thing, that guy here. And the doctors don't seem too concerned about it, and it doesn't change, and it's not, it just showed up a few years ago and hasn't gone away since, and that's what I got. Dallas and James Skincare Co. Watermelon all-in-one eye cream. You're not dreaming. This multitasking eye cream really does exist. It's formulated with phase like retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and ceramides to help brighten, smooth, and plump your eye area. Plus, it has a light watermelon scent. Light. That doesn't smell like, oh, hello. It doesn't smell like watermelon at all. But if it's going to bloop out, I'm not going to waste it. So I guess we'll see. And finally, Ofra Cosmetics Liquid Highlighter in Monroe. An ethereal glow can be yours with just a few dabs of this light champagne highlighter made with skin-loving ingredients like aloe vera and sodium hyaluronate for major hydration. This gel-like formula melts seamlessly into your skin to leave a radiant glow. Blend it onto the high points of your face like your Cupid's bow and cheekbones. Highlighter. No, it's got a little seal on it. I'm not going to bust it open right now. I'm usually too pale for highlighters anyway. They always wind up... A lot of highlighters go full bronzer on me. And, well, bronzer. I'm not a bronzer girl. I'm fish belly white and I'm proud of it. So, anyway, those are all the things in this month's Ipsy Glam Bag. I'm kind of surprised that they used this size because normally that's the size for Glam Bag Plus. So, Ethereal Glow. I know, right, Yadira? And they want me to put it here. Right at the bottom of my philtrum. Yeah. I agree. I agree. It's time for night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. And wasn't Smudge a Judy Blume book? You know what? Yeah, no, that was Super Fudge. Yep. Crash go the chariots of the gods. Hello, Rojo. Good to see you. It was. It's not a bad glam bag this month. And it doesn't contain a tiny mascara, which is good because I already have like 8,000 of the damn things because I've been an Ipsy member for a kind of a stupid long time. So all the tiny eyeliners and mascaras that I could possibly ever want. And it accentuates the lip, a little dab over the lip cleft. Okay. All right. Let's see what Shut Up Matt has to say tonight.
Stars shining bright above you. Night meds are there ready to soothe you. When crickets sing in the stream that we see, dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and bless me.
Bless you.
Just take your meds and Zenu Marlene me. While I'm alone and true as can be, dream a little dream of me. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries far behind you. Yet in your meds, wherever they be, dream a little dream of me.
That was awesome. Matt, that's one of my favorites so far. I love it. Thank you so much. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you at SPTV Never Ends and Artology. NJS 55, good one. Yeah, no joke. It was a good one. Yadira, when I see your name, I can only hear Cricket singing that song that Cricket sang. Yadira, Yadira. Yeah. We had a cat who if you whistled that song. Like, you could whistle anything else, it was fine, but that particular song, for some reason, she would go bonkers. I don't know why. I don't know why. Nothing makes sense. Cats. They're gonna cat, right? I'm gonna do that cat thing. What was that? That was me doing my best Shakira impression. That's what that was. Sorry, I'm kind of a mess. And she's way back in her throat when she sings. Na, 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 hips don't lie. Yeah, cats are weird. Jazzy girl Sarah. Also, today is my 51st birthday. Happy to be hanging with y'all. Girl, I already sang happy birthday once up in this bish, and now I got to do it again. We're pretty much the same age. I'm turning 51 in September, so that's awesome. Happy birthday to you. 생일 축하합니다. Happy birthday, Jazzy girl Sarah. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, honey. Welcome to 51. That's awesome. It was a great Shakira impression. Thank you. Hello, Brian Lucas. Good morning. Good to see you. You're here with all the birthdays, Brian. Jazzy girl Sarah. It's her birthday. It's Sandy Wendy's birthday. So many birthdays. July would be crazy. September is pretty bonkers for birthdays, though, too. And you know why? Because it's the 9th month, which means people be trying to stay warm, so they gonna get busy in January. That's how that go. You know I ain't lying. So many September babies. Well, I got some great emails today. I got the one from Janet G telling me about her experience in the postie today, which just, I mean, seriously, that's amazing. And I got a really, really beautiful email from one of our lurkers who occasionally peeks up and says hello. And apparently her wife also watches now too. And so I'm just going to say hi to both of you and say thank you again for that. It was a really, really beautiful email. And I'm grateful to have received it. I'm grateful for all of this. I mean, like I said earlier, if you'd told me 8 months ago that I would be doing this every night, and I would not have believed you. Not in a hot second. Not ever. When life gives you mascara, make masquerade. Nice. Good one. Shut up, Matt. I wouldn't have believed it. I'm a behind the scenes girl. It's why I do what I do. I like getting things done behind the scenes to facilitate. So being out in front, being the face of my own channel, being online on the inner tubes, it was never really my goal. But I kind of fell into it the same way I've kind of fallen into a lot of stuff. I fell into the travel industry. I kind of live my life by the seat of my pants. I don't do long-term goals. I do short-term goals and midterm goals, but I have no idea what my life is going to look like 10 years from now, nor do I want to. Because the change, the adventure, I don't want to stomp that out. And so, I mean, certain long-time goals, yeah, that's cool. But I don't want to map my life out step by step. And I never have. So it's always just been, flying by the seat of my pants, having adventures. I don't get lost. I have adventures. Just ask Choo Choo. She can tell you. We had an adventure when we were going to Arby's, for God's sake. But it really just, I'm not the kind of person who needs to have everything planned out. I like things to be planned out, some of them. But I also do like spontaneity. I enjoy spontaneity and I have a good time with it. So it's that kind of life where you grow up, you go to school, you learn a certain trade, you start with that job, and then you do that job for the rest of your life until you earn a pension and you retire and they give you a watch, and then what? You mow your lawn, you take up golf. I don't know. That has never been something that appealed to me ever in my life. When I try something new or when I get a new job that I haven't done before, I throw myself into it 110%, and I learn so much more about it than maybe most people would. And I really dedicate myself to it because I want to suck all the information out of it that I can. That's really what it comes down to, is that it's just, we're always learning, and I am so curious for more knowledge and more information that's what I do. But as a result, I also kind of just bounce all over the goddamn place. And my hunger for knowledge has never gone away. So I'm still just learning. I feel like a wasted day is a day where I don't learn anything. She has a unique set of skills. She is the facilitator. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's ever described me like that, but you know what? I would fucking love that. That would be flattery in the ultimate. I wouldn't know what a goal was if it hit me in the face. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I have a whole list of goals on the bulletin board in front of me. I totally get goals. And I love that when you write them down, you've got something solid to say, this is what I'm working toward. It's not all just nebulous anymore. But by the same token, no, not by the same token. I don't know what I was going to say. I should probably just end it off there. I have goals. I know how to recognize them, how to define them, and I do write them down. I don't always achieve them. Sometimes I achieve them significantly later than I plan to. But yeah, I have goals, both written and unwritten. Social anxiety, but you're the life of this party. Yeah, neurodivergent masking is great. Like I said, and I mentioned this to somebody else today, I had a t-shirt that said, walk up to the club like, what up? I have social anxiety and I want to go home. And I would wear that t-shirt to places that were way too people-y, like my last high school reunion. Seemed appropriate. Hey, Nicole Yonker, it's okay if you're just lurking today, honey. I hope you're doing okay. I like life to be randomness within structure. I love that, Brian. Yes. You like structure, but your adventurous self needs a little airing out sometimes. Yes. Yes. Hello, Portland SP supporter Melody. How you doing? Learning and loving with you. Absolutely. And now I'm going to get copyright struck by Laura. But yeah, absolutely. What I liked about serving in the Navy was that it wasn't the same old drudge over and over and over and over. I know what to expect, but every way was different for the most part. Nice. Yeah, kept it interesting for sure. Kate D. Light. Good to see ya. I'm great, feeling good today. I'm glad to hear it, Melody. That's wonderful. And it's late there, and you're still feeling good. To define yourself as great. I love it. Ooh. My eyes are closing. New bed. Bye, Cricket and other dirty stay-ups. Thanks for the support for my daughter. Absolutely. 100%. Please let them know that we're rooting for them. If there's anything that I can do to help, please don't hesitate to reach out. I doubt that there is anything that I can do, but I'm happy to assist in any way that I can. That's right. That's right. Hell yes. And now you're seeing Grooves in the Heart by D. Light. As you should be. It's a great song. Too peoply. There's a smegging mood. Oh, yes. It is far too peoply typically out there. It was too peoply at the luau, but I did my best to just kind of keep my shit together and focus on one person at a time interactions. And when it got to be too much, I would scamper outside. I would make my excuses and be like, I'm going to just, yeah, out there. And I did that. I dedicate Daydream by Lily Miola to my daughter. You have to give a listen to the lyrics. Well, I'm going to write it down right now. Oh, yeah. Sarah, everybody was really cool about it. Like, nobody called me out for being weird. Nobody looked askance at me. Come on, Pen. Are you dying, Pen? Pen is dying. Fresh Pen. Oh, no, you are Blue Pen. I do not want Blue Pen. you will notice that if you ever receive anything written from me, it will be in purple ink. I use purple pens. It's what I do. And I really like these friction pens because they are erasable and they work. They're the only pens that really work with Rocketbooks. And I really dig Rocketbooks. So I got to set that guy aside and maybe put some refills on my Amazon wish list. But I love those pens. But yeah, nobody got on my case. Nobody looked at me strangely. Everybody was super chill. And that's what I like about it, because I think, I felt awkward because I always feel awkward in crowds. And especially with a whole lot of people that I only kind of know parasocially. They don't know me. I don't really know them. I recognize them. A couple people recognized me. But like seeing that there were other people there who were profoundly uncomfortable with the whole crowd thing, it made it a lot easier for me to say, I'm profoundly uncomfortable right now and I have to step away. Even if those aren't the words that I used, I think I conveyed it well enough. I'm like, I'm just gonna out. I'll be back. And people were like, right on. Everybody was accepting of it. And it was funny because I was standing, there was a big island in the kitchen, and I was standing directly opposite a person on the other side of that island who was also profoundly uncomfortable with the crowd and just kind of handling it as best they could. And I saw that. And that person was in the middle of a conversation, and that seemed great. It seemed like the two people in that conversation were somewhat at ease, and so it was okay. And I didn't feel like I had to try to rescue anybody along with I didn't have to put my own oxygen mask on and then put their oxygen mask on, Hello, Downs mom. Good to see you. So, I didn't have to perform any rescues. And it was pretty cool. But also just feeling that acceptance. Nobody was judging anybody. I think we're all probably, a lot of us are not the kind of extroverted that people maybe assume just because we're on the YouTubes. Some of us are out there protesting, and you gotta have something behind you to do that. And it's not necessarily being an extrovert. It could be inspiration that comes from other people, but we're all like this, and we're all just interacting. We're not talking to strangers. We're talking to others within our community, even though we haven't met yet. It's such a weird thing because the community is so spread out. And thank fuck somebody thought to bring name tags. And I don't know if that was Barb or if that was SPTV Hall Monitor, Amy, but whoever it was that came up with that little gem, really good idea. I didn't get one, and Barb had left by the time I got there. But being able to kind of glance at some of those name tags, it was a really smart thing. Yeah, and I liked it a lot. And I'm actually pondering something similar to that for the cruise, actually. Some kind of way to identify each other than just, our manner, the references that we're going to make, that kind of thing. I want to be able to make some kind of a name tag with our name and our YouTube handle or our Facebook name or whatever it is, so that people can really, if we're all standing, there's a shitload of us standing in an elevator and we're all trying to figure out who's what with the who and the when and the how. I feel like it would make things a lot easier if we had something like that. I'll send you my pack left over from meet and greet. Right on. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. I want to put something together so that we can do that, because I feel like it's going to be important. The ship is big for the cruise. What if 2 people had name tags claiming to be the real Ken Shashowski? I don't know who Ken Shashowski is. If you mean Shastowski, Scooby Dooby, if he is, he wouldn't have a name tag unless he made it himself, because I didn't book him. So he's not part of the group. People can put whatever they want on their name tags, but if they're part of the group, then I want to make sure that the name tags are noted and they're all uniform, and people aren't going to see them until either the hotel, or if I board early and scamper around to all the cabins and leave things in their cabins. And I might do that. But I think if you mean John Shamwowski, he hasn't booked. So he won't be on the ship. At least he hasn't booked through me. And if I can find a way to make them all uniform, he won't know what they look like. So it'll stand out as something not like the rest of the people have. As for Ken Shashowski, well, that guy's everywhere. So I don't even know what to say. Maybe there are 2 Ken Shashowskis. It is an interesting phenomenon, Jazzy Girl Sarah. The internet and parasocial interaction. It is for sure. There needs to be a name tag. Ms. not appearing on this cruise. Yeah. Introversion is more about what energizes us or drains us. I can teach a class of 10 people on the fly, but I'll have to lie down for a few hours after. Yeah. Yeah. When I get home from anything that involves a lot of people, I really just want to hide for a while. I want to curl up in a ball by myself. And even though after meeting so many people and then going and hanging out with Barb and Amy, I was only in the car with Kim. It was just the 2 of us. But man, I was ready to hide in a basement after that when we got back to Shuji and Boy Shorts' place. So Yep, Jazzy Girl Sarah can teach a group of 30 students, but then she's pretty tired and need to be alone after. That totally makes sense to me. Absolutely. It can be so exhausting sometimes. And yet there are people who are energized by that instead. And so they would finish out the day the same day that we had and be zipping around trying to figure out, okay, what's next, and be ready for it. And I was, Lord, by the time we got back, well, number one, I had also been rolling on about 3 hours sleep, so I was toast. And it was the second night in a row that I had gotten 3 hours sleep, so I was double toast. But I stayed upright. I stayed awake the whole drive home because I didn't want to have Kim watching for deer on her own. And we saw a lot of freaking deer. Only one running across the road, though. So that was good. We saw a lot of stinking deer. And even though I was able to stay awake for as long as I needed to, man, I was exhausted. And I didn't get home until like 3:30 in the morning. So I couldn't go live because I didn't have the energy to. I had to just try to catch up on a couple of videos, not talk, not form sentences, and then crash out as soon as I knew that Kim was home safe. I stayed awake long enough to know that Kim, to get the text that Kim was home safe. And then I passed the fuck out. And though I slept really well last night, I'm beat again today. How long of a drive was it? Well, for Kim, for me, it's about 2.5 hours from here to the Twin Cities, approximately. It's an average. Kim's got another hour and a half on top of that. So it's about 4 hours for her, approximately 2.5 for me. That's in ideal conditions, which was the way home. Ideal conditions on the way home. Very little traffic, shitloads of deer, but very little traffic. The way down, we hit traffic. We hit a few backups because people don't know how to merge. Nobody can figure that shit out. It's not rocket surgery, but don't tell them that because, you know, everybody's got to be first in line. Calm down. So that's really how that worked. We were on the road for, let's see, we left, it was about 4.5 hours from my place to the place in Excelsior. And Kim had been on the road for an hour and a half before that. So it was 6 hours for her, 4.5 for me on the outbound. On the return, it was a little bit better. It was about 3 hours for me, 4.5 for her. So that's how long of a drive it was, Kimberly. Yeah. I'm with you on this, says Frank Humphreys. I find groups exhausting so often I'd rather not. Same. 100% same. Crowds are exhausting. They're annoying. Random people are going to touch me. I don't like it. I get emotionally exhausted if I'm not careful. I burn out. Isolation is necessary. Yep. Absolutely, Kate. Absolutely. Hello, Janelle. Janelle, help me. Janelle, is that okay? Or is it a long E there? I need to know. Also, traffic trouble because y'all don't got roundabouts. Oh, you lie and your breath stank. Shut up, Matt. We got roundabouts. We got roundabouts. And we're getting more and more of them in this city. Not too bad. 4 hours is about my comfortable limit unless I get out and stretch. Otherwise, hips hurt. You should have seen me when we got there. Kim parked and I am launching myself out of the car because Jilbo was just leaving. And I'm trying to run across the parking lot having sat in the car for 4 hours. Janelle, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you and welcome. And my feet aren't working and both of my legs are half asleep and nothing feels like it's functioning properly. And I'm trying to jog across a parking lot screaming, Jilbo, trying to get her attention. So yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. I don't like crowds either, but I tolerate better in an outdoor venue. Indoors, I have to keep the exits in sight. Kimberly, the fun part about this was that there was the indoor segment and the outdoor segment. There were loads of outdoor stuff going on. There's a huge wraparound porch. There's, seating areas in other places that are in shade. And then there's the whole inside of the house. There was so much going on, and loads of circulation. Like you were just moving all the time from this spot to that spot, this conversation to that conversation, to out to the cooler, get something to drink. And then are you going to stay outside? Are you going to see who's out there? Are you going to talk to people? Are you going to go back inside? You don't fucking know. Anything is just, it was a lot, and it was a lot of calculation. And between the anxiety and the PTSI and everything else, it was, there were a lot of calculations. Out of spoons, see also out of spell slots. Yes, Matt. Well, here's No Face. Welcome back. Good to see ya. I stood up too quickly, got dizzy, and next thing you know, I'm here. Well, there are worse results from orthostatic hypotension than hanging out at my channel. So glad you're here. Gilbette is so nice. Yes, she really is. She's the best. P-jar system from bad times, adaptable to long car trip scenarios. For some of us. P-jars are a lot easier if you have an appendage from whence the pee flows. If all the plumbing is tucked in, it makes things a little bit more challenging. It does sound like a good way to face plant. I've actually done that. Wound up with rug burn on my eyelid. It wasn't fun. I can deal with crowds, but don't do well with not being able to leave and not knowing where the bathroom is. Oh, I was scoping that shit out from the jump. That was one thing I missed about smoking because I could always step outside for a smoke. Vaping. Appendage or funnel. Yeah, I don't have any shiwis. I should probably get some. Maybe I'll put them on my wish list. But yeah, vaping, it was a perfect excuse for me to just be like, I'm too awkward right now and I have to fuck off. And so I would fuck off outside and just be like, gonna vape or something. A little bit. Thanks, Kate. Bye. Could have been worse. You could have caught your leg in the seatbelt on the way out. Don't ask how I know that. Nice. Okay. All right. Kate D. Light. Just got an invite from one of my cousin. We don't see each other anymore in the family. And they're doing a get-together for the first time in 10 years. I don't know what to do at all. We're a 20-plus fam. Wow. Kate, I don't know what to do either. I don't know. Like, I would be of so many different minds about that. Fuck. Bo Beats, no shape. Hey, Bo Beats. You're a member for 3 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Love and songbird energy out to our Tony and all. Yes. Absolutely. Nick Vent. Is AA Ron a vape guy or a Zyn pouch guy? I saw neither in evidence. So I don't know what to tell you, Bilf. It may be none of the above. It was funny though, because everybody's like, oh, Aaron left. And I'm like, Aaron left? I see a laptop over there with a whole bunch of stickers that say Ridge on them and a hat on top of it that says Ridge. Fucker's around here somewhere. He ain't go far. Awkward. I don't know, no face. I live my life in awkward. It's all right. Yes, Zena Marlene DeBow Beats with her 3 months of membership. I really, really do appreciate that so much. In 25 years, I've been living next door to Alice. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? As for you, Bo Beats. Bill forgot to mention nicotine lozenges or gum. I didn't see any of that in evidence either. But then again, I wasn't like stalking the dude and staring at him. So I don't know. I didn't see evidence. I also didn't have a lot of interaction. Yes, damn me straight to hell, Bo Beats. You're welcome. Love you. Blushing and now crying. Aw. All right, I'll stop cutting onions. We're 20 cousins that had 38 kids who had 8 little kiddos, no aunts and uncles at the get-together. What? I don't even know what to say about it. I know what to say even less about that now than I did before. Fuck. I have no input for that. Not at all. And Tori just went on. Why do we even care if Aaron vapes? I don't. I don't give a shit. I just know that somebody was asking, and I answered as best I could. But I didn't see any evidence of any of it, so it's kind of immaterial. I'm not within the AA Run inner circle, but I did get a hug instead of a handshake when we met, and that felt pretty cool. Your anxiety is true to roof. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is, Kate. I'm sorry for that. Take some deep breaths. Do I need to breathe with you? We can do that. We can do that. God knows it wouldn't be the first time that I have brought everything to a grinding halt just to breathe with somebody. So if you need me to help in that way, that I can do. I can't help you with your dilemma because I don't have a whole lot of information about it. But I can help you kind of breathe through it and bring that heart rate down a little bit, maybe. If you need that, let me know. Any updates on Liz's health? I haven't heard any updates. And I am concerned for her. It's none of it is in my hands. I am sending her the good juju that I have. I'm sending her all of the healing energy that I have to spare. And that's really all that I can do. I'm like the rest of us, largely powerless in this case. So there's not a whole lot that I can do. But I can say to Liz Ferris and to Ms. Cariotti that I hoist my glass to you. And I hope that the hospital stay is uneventful. And I hope that the situation is resolved in the best way possible for everyone involved. Thank you, Kimberly, for putting ones in the chat for Liz. All good juju to Liz. Absolutely. I don't have anything negative to say about Liz. Good juju sent from Puerto Rico as well. Yes, Yadira loves Liz. And why shouldn't she? Why shouldn't any of us? She's doing her best, man. We are all flawed humans. Cariotti had surgery on Monday, too. That's fucking right. Zeno Marlene to both of them. I got mad love. I hope things are going well for them. And I hope that the recovery is swift. Oh, Bo Beats, thank you. Thank you so much for your super chat. I may not always chat, but I'm always listening to your sage wisdom and goofy humor. Love your contribution to a healthier community. Love you, Cricks. I love you right back, Bo Beats. Thank you so much for not only the super chat, but for your very kind words. I appreciate that a lot. Like, a lot. So thank you. I don't have any cool little effects, but I mean it anyway. That's right. We do miss Liz's face, for sure. And Zeno Marlene to Bo Beats. Thank you. My channel is not a huge super chat channel, so when they come in, it always blows my mind. When people gift memberships, it blows my mind. When something comes in PayPal or Venmo or the PO box, or when I get a letter or anything, it always just splat. And cheers to Carrie. Zeno Marlene to Carrie. I will not answer for now. Then I'll see who goes. The choice will be made for me. Thanks. Yes. Smart. Calculating. Well done. I am the cool effect. I don't know, Bo Beats. I think you might be. Hello, Pamela SP Butterfly. Good to see you. Good to see you. I was thinking about winding things down. But if there's anything else that y'all really want to talk about, I've got maybe 1 or 2 Xena Orleans left in me. Shit. Gotta push my pussy. Stroller. Later, y'all. Later, Bo Beads. Give those pussies some scritches from me. I was thinking about winding things down. I'm running out of things to talk about tonight. And, because life is life. Right? I'm a little exhausted by the end of the day, too. But, I'm always going to cackle about this now because of the experience that Janet G had at the Postie today. But, yeah. I think it's time for us. And I'm sorry, Pamela, you just got here, but you can hit that replay. Honey, oh my gosh. Hubby and I got to talk with Jamie Mustard last night. Pamela, I am really interested in how that whole conversation went. I don't know if you're going to be here at the beginning of tomorrow night's show or if you want to send me an email or whatever, but I am really interested in that conversation. That's amazing. And anything you feel like sharing, I'm really interested in hearing about. And now it feels like things are getting a little glitchy on my end. So yeah, I think it's time for one more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said one more sip ought to get it. One more chip till we quit it. One more for the road. Boy Shorts! Hi, Boy Shorts! Good to see you. You guys, Boy Shorts is here. It's amazing. That's the one I was trying to... Oh, look at that. Yay. You'll send an email. He's awesome. Fuck yeah. Let me do responsible YouTuber things before I sign off. Please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. While you're here, I would really appreciate that. Check your subscribe status if you wish to be subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to hit that button. It's fast and free and painless. Tickle my notification bell. Select all for all notifications so you know whenever my random ass goes online. And know that I appreciate you being here, whether you're in the chat or lurking. I'm really happy to see you here. I'm happy that you're hanging out with us. We know that you have many choices in late night internet entertainment, and we're pleased that you chose Chow Yun Spot. If you need to reach me for whatever reason, all of the ways to reach me are down in the description box. We do have channel memberships, $2.99 a month, one level. I don't play. If you want to support the channel in a way that YouTube doesn't eat 30%, the PayPal and the Venmo that Denver Steve-O made me get are both right down below. My email address, chowyunsmut@gmail.com, should also be down there. The P.O. box is there if you want to send me an actual postcard. You're tickled with pain. Does that count? I mean, kind of. I mean, you do you, boo. Whatever you're into. I ain't mad at you. No face. You just sounded like Savage Airline publicity. Excellent. Excellent. You haven't heard me give my modified airline safety speech, I'm assuming. But yeah, I could totally rock some Savage Airlines. Yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, send me a postcard, send me an email, however you want to do. Gretchen only. I'm just signing off right now, baby girl, but you got an hour and 35 minutes that you can catch up on. Chow Yun, the Jeezler has landed. Space Jeezel, you're just getting here too, baby. And I'm just wrapping things up. I am so sorry. I'm really happy to see both of you here. But I'm sorry that I'm signing off, y'all. But I'm really happy to see you. I will be back here tomorrow. Same bug time. Same bug channel. We can hang out. We will talk about the things and the stuff. Oh, wait. I gotta do this before I go. I can't not do this. We gotta have our nightly fill. Phil is important. We love Phil. Look at that sweet boy. Aww. Phil is the cutest. We love Phil. In any case, I'm going to head out. But I hope that y'all have a really great night, a good day, a good evening, a good afternoon, whenever it is, wherever you are. I hope that you are well, that you sleep sweet, that you stay safe. You watch out for deer. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.